This is the first lecture on Buddhism. We have here a timeline from the beginning of the life of Gautama Buddha through to the 20th century. Siddhartha Gautama was born approximately 566 BCE, and he was the son of a chief named Suddhodana, and his mother was named Maya. The village he was born in was Lumbini, which is located in the region of Nepal called the Shakyas. In the photos at the left here, we see the shrine that is dedicated to the Siddhartha's birthplace. The legend claims that Siddhartha came to his mother while she was pregnant as a white elephant. At the birthing ceremony, a seer pronounced the child would be either a great king or a great holy man. As a youth, his education included the Vedas, archery, grammar, phonetics, etymology, and astronomy. His father sheltered him because he was worried about the seer's prediction of a religious life. A legend claims that Siddhartha, at a royal plowing ceremony, withdrew to sit under a rose apple tree, where he witnessed a bird pulling out a worm from the ground. It was the thought that everything in nature must suffer, and this inspired his first deep meditation, which is called a one-pointedness of mind and is known as samadhi. The first meditation was later called dhyana, and the practice of dhyana meditation progresses in stages. At the age of 16, Siddhartha was married to Yasodhara, and for 13 years he led a blissful life inside the palace gates, unaware of any suffering. One day he ventured out of the palace gates and witnessed human misery. Siddhartha realized the misery of old age was unwelcome but inevitable, and although we try to avoid contact with sick people, illness is inevitable. Upon seeing a corpse, he realized that although people hate death, it is the inevitable end of all. And he saw an ascetic, he realized it was possible to be free of the entanglements of things, and that his life at the palace was a hindrance to his development. Shortly after his son was born, on the night of his 29th birthday, Siddhartha awoke to find the dancing girls sleeping. Awakened to an aversion of sensual pleasure, he left on his horse to seek the good, truth, and peace. Siddhartha practiced austere self-mortification for 6 years, but came no closer to the truth than he had as a child. He abandoned the company of the wandering ascetics. Siddhartha returned to his first intuition that meditation was the path, and he accepted milk rice from Sujata for his recovery. Near death, Siddhartha was tempted by Mara to abandon his striving. The army of Mara included lusts, aversion, hunger and thirst, craving, sloth and indolence, cowardice, doubt, hypocrisy and stupidity, the gains of fame, honor and glory falsely obtained, lauding of oneself and condemning others. Siddhartha saw that greed and hatred destroyed both the person and the world. We must eliminate these dispositions and lusts one by one to avoid the confusing consequences they have for one's life. This is the first of the 4 noble truths. Now this is the noble truth of suffering. Birth is suffering, aging is suffering, illness is suffering, death is suffering, sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair are suffering. Union with what is displeasing is suffering. Separation from what is pleasing is suffering. Not to get what one wants is suffering. In brief, the 5 aggregates subject to clinging are suffering. The second noble truth is the truth of the origin of suffering. It is this craving which leads to renewed existence, accompanied by delight and lust, seeking delight here and there, that is, craving for sensual pleasures, craving for existence, craving for extermination. The third noble truth is the truth of the cessation of suffering. It is the remainderless fading away and cessation of that same craving, the giving up and relinquishing of it, freedom from it, non-reliance on it. The fourth noble truth is the truth of the way leading to the cessation of suffering. It is the noble eightfold path and includes right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. Within 3 months, Buddha converted 60 monks. A bamboo grove was donated and the king built a monastery, Bodhi Mandala. The monks were instructed to convert others and to follow the 5 precepts: not to kill, not to steal, not to engage in sexual misconduct, not to utter false statements, and not to drink intoxicants. In his last sermon, he encouraged his followers to diligently seek the truth and not to hang on to that which is impermanent. His body was cremated and his ashes divided among his followers, who constructed stupas to enshrine them. This ends the first lecture on Buddhism.